It all started when Captain Juno received an urgent command from the Space Council, their core mission, to detect why the energy current on Mars was dropping so fast. "This isn't a simple combination of broken wires," Juno said, her voice full of confidence. Her crew nodded. The problem seemed far more complicated and maybe even critical. Green County, a small Martian colony, had already faced one great collapse last year when a meteor crash destroyed the main construction site. With corporate investors losing confidence, the committee had held a long debate. Some wanted to declare the place unsafe, but others, more conservative in their hopes, voted to keep building. They even offered a decent credit plan to the workers, promising comfort and courage if they stayed. Now, as the red dust swirled outside the curved windows, Juno looked at the criterion for survival. The constant need for energy was crucial. Without power, even the water crop would decrease. "I'm not convinced it's just a machine fault," Juno said. "We must construct a new plan and concentrate on every component of the reactor." Her young engineer, Leo, usually quite conscious of his own discipline, felt deeply uneasy. He tried to stay consistent, but the confusing data from the reactor made him almost desperate. "Captain, the numbers constantly change. 1 minute there's a rise, next there's a decline," he said. His voice had a touch of delight when he found a clue, then turned depressed when the clue vanished. Meanwhile, back on Earth, the High Council had a different concept. They planned a commission to construct a giant satellite. They would cite their own great plan for space energy to impress every citizen. But the real concern of Juno and her team was survival, not politics. They weren't concerned about fame, just staying alive. Suddenly, the reactor gave a sharp cry like a giant creature in pain. Lights flickered. "We must defend the core," shouted Leo, but Juno stayed deliberate, almost deliberately calm. She didn't want a quick fix to defeat them later. "We'll not deny the facts. Let's dismiss the easy theories," she said. The energy graph drew a strange curve, like a disc spinning. Juno began to dig into the readings. A secret contract from a rival company appeared in the logs. Someone had tried to convert the reactor to their own corporate settings. That critic, always full of criticism, had wanted them to fail. Juno felt a delight when she finally solved it. With a few swift taps, she restored power and gave a delivery of good news. Crisis averted. The crew cheered, their confidence renewed. Green County would survive. And though the story might later be criticized and people might criticize the delay, Juno knew the truth. Their small victory was proof that courage and clear consideration can save even a world far from home.